Hello cactus and succulent growers, I'm Lynn and welcome to Desert Plants of Avalon. And in today's video I'm going to be doing an emergency save from my Euphorbia mayurnathanii to save it from rot. Now this Euphorbia is one that I've had probably for about 8 years or so. It's not one I've had for a very long time, but it is one that is sort of a bit extra special. And this time of year, sort of late fall, sort of pre-winter time, is often when you find any problems that happen during the summer to your cacti or succulents coming out. And this is one that I had out here in the garden for the spring and summer, because those of you who are following my channel know that we're still waiting on the new greenhouse coming, which is going to be the end of this month, November. Can't wait for that, guys. So a month 6 weeks ago we had to bring all of the plants into the house. At the time everything looked okay, and this particular Euphorbia is one that I sort of kept in a bit of a protected place under the table where I made sure it didn't get any excess rain. But when we first moved house, it was in the April time, and despite me putting this in a bit of a shady spot in the garden, we've had a particularly warm, very sunny, and actually quite hot for Ireland anyway, spring and summer. Quite a few of my cacti succulents got sunburn. This one got the sunburn all along here. And just turn it round as well, you can see it got a lot of the brown sunburn, got a little bit sunburnt all around here, but it looked okay. Other than that, a lot of cacti succulents can be covered from sunburn, so I didn't worry too much. I took it in a few weeks ago with all the other ones. The Euphorbias are plants that do need winter protection anyway, so this isn't one that would be going in the new greenhouse. This is one that's going to be overwintered indoors anyway, because Euphorbias need a minimum temperature of 10 degrees Celsius, 50 degrees Fahrenheit. However, over the past few days I sort of noticed it going very sort of brown at the base, and I thought I must get that out, and literally within probably 4 days it has gone like this. I've had to sort of go into work and that, and I have not had time to really check it over. So anyway, is it a goner? Well, the good news is I 100% have confidence this is savable. I'm going to show you how I can save this in this video, and should you have this happen to any of your columnar Euphorbias, then you'll know what to do. Now Euphorbias are different to the cacti, and that's because Euphorbias, although cacti and Euphorbias are both succulents, and many Euphorbia such as this one is very cactus look-alike, so if you're new to growing cacti succulents, it's easy to understand how you can mistake this for a cactus, but it is a Euphorbia. Cacti have spines and they have areoles where the spines and the new flowers emerge from. Euphorbia don't have that. They actually have thorns, they don't have areoles. And also this is the most important thing I need to mention when you're handling Euphorbias. They have a milky sap. So with a cactus I would cut, obviously this is what I'm going to be saving, these 3 healthy arms here, and then I'd let it callus over for probably a month or 2, and then pot it up into dry cactus and succulent soil. Euphorbias are very different because when you cut them they bleed a milky sap, and although I'm used to handling Euphorbia sap and I'm lucky it doesn't irritate my skin, if you don't know how it's going to affect you, it's really important you protect your hands. So when it comes to cutting Euphorbia, I want to mention this because I don't want to forget to mention it. Make sure you wear gloves, and especially protect your eyes. I'm not going to be touching my eyes when I'm dealing with this, but you do need to protect your eyes because some Euphorbias can be very juicy, and when you cut them, it's almost like a very milky sap can just go all over everywhere. So protect your hands, protect your eyes, make sure you thoroughly wash your hands afterwards as well. So I have to mention that. So anyway, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be pruning these arms off, and I'm going to show you the tips I use to stop the bleeding. It's normal for euphorbias to bleed. In fact, as long as it does bleed, that proves that this rot hasn't spread in. And until I actually cut these off, I actually don't know. But this, you can hear, it's just wood. It's gone. May be able to save this top part, but it's really not healthy anyway. So I'm just going to go with these 3 parts here. And I'm going to be using the little water spray method to, it sort of helps to stop the bleed a little bit. You do have to let it bleed when you cut it, but it does help to sort of stop it, speed it up I should say, stop it from carrying on bleeding. So then I'm going to get the knife and show you how I'm going to be saving this poor old euphorbia. Now then guys, I've got Hansi to help me because I think this is going to be very tough and woody, as you can see. So he's got his pruning shears and we've got the spray bottle to help stop the bleeding. You'll see what we mean when when Hansi cuts into this. You'll see what I mean about the bleed. It is see what it's like. So you want to make sure you go above where there's plenty of fresh green and no bad. Ooh. Yep, see that's bleeding there. Spray it. That will help to stop the bleed. You see what I mean about the milky sap, guys? Look at that. That's healthy. A lovely healthy cutting. Yay! So that's one. And that means I'm going to have 3 plants instead of the 1. Now for the next one. It's not as woody as I thought. Again, you're going to make sure healthy green part. There we go. And then spray to stop that milky sap. It's still going to bleed, but it's going to slow it down a lot. And always obviously make sure you use clean water, guys. You can use rubbing alcohol as well, but water will do the job. There we go. And you can see that that's healthy underneath there. Now the last one.
Yeah.
There we go. Always good to cut under the node as well.
Yeah.
Healthy.
Or I think if I shall do a heel here.
Yeah, see how it goes.
See how it reacts to that. So it's going to be two cuts here.
Okay.
Just to have as much as possible of the healthy plant. And just see here, okay?
Yep. There we go, guys. Hey. Yep. Healthy.
What do you think?
Brilliant. Yeah. Lovely cut. Happy days. They've got 3 nice cuts there. As I say, poor plant didn't help being out unprotected over the spring. So believe it or not, it wasn't the rain that got this. It was the...
Do the top here?
Yeah, we actually can try that top. I actually mentioned to you guys that probably won't bother with the top. It's not the most healthiest, but try and see if we can save it anyway. We don't know till we cut into it.
And just see how it looks here as well.
Yeah, good to see.
It's yellow.
It's yellow.
And it's bleeding.
No, actually,
that's a sign also.
Yeah, if it's not bleeding, that's a sign that it's dead tissue. You know, it has to sort of bleed that milky sap to know it's fresh.
Have to go up here then.
Yeah, we'll see. How's that looking? That's good. Also meant to mention that if that was rot in there as well, you need to clean the shears in between cuts. But as I say, it's mainly just dried up. And the water also helped to clean it.
Yeah, see, I believe more in those.
Yeah, these 3 are definitely going to be takers. But this one, as you can see, I don't give much hope for that. And you can actually see there's actually skin over it. Yeah. So, no, I think we'll scrap that, guys. Yeah. But these 3, definitely. Now, what you need to do, this is where it does get like cactus cuttings. And I've mentioned this many times. Make no difference if it is euphorbia or cactus. The most important thing is they have to form a thick white scab before you can pot them up. And the reason for that is if I just left these and then they they just dried for a few hours, and I pot them up into dry gritty soil, even though I wouldn't be watering them. There's possibility rot can enter this. This is a wound here that we've done, and although it's a healthy wound, it's a cutting, bacteria and virus can get into soil however dry it is, especially at this time of year, because it's well into the sort of later November now. So what we need to do is make sure this is fully calloused, and this can take a number of anything from a few days to a few weeks to even months, depending on the diameter of the cuttings. These diameters are not large, so I would say this will take a month for them to form a thick white callus, and then I'm going to be potting them up into dry, gritty cactus and succulent soil. I'm going to keep it totally dry then until the following spring. I won't be introducing any water to this probably until middle of March, later March, and just when it comes to watering, I'm just going to be misting the top of the soil just to encourage rooting in the spring. Now, while I'm waiting for these to fully callus and dry, it's important I don't put these in a sunny window thinking, oh, they're going to dry out quicker. They need shade, they're cuttings. So I'm going to be putting these under the table in my bedroom, under the tables we've got the rest of the plants on, where it is bright, but it doesn't get any direct sun. It's a shady spot, bright spot, dry spot as well, where this is going to callus for a month. And then when probably a month or two, when I do get to pot these up, I can do another video of potting up these cuttings and give you an update on how they've calloused over. So guys, as I mentioned, it's important to protect your hands and eyes when handling Euphorbia sap. Me and Hansi are used to it. It doesn't affect us, but it may for you, so it's really important I mention that. And I hope you found that useful. Hopefully you don't have your euphorbias rotting. And if you have a cactus that's rot, whether it's rotting from the bottom, rotting from the top, I have made quite a few videos on how to save a cactus from rot. It's a similar procedure but without the milky sap. So do go and check them videos out as well after you've watched this one. I'll link them videos up above. Now then guys, it's a few days later. And as you can see, they have fully calloused really, really well. And this is what I mean by a big, thick, white callus. It's actually dried up a lot quicker than I expected. And I find Euphorbia cuttings do, in general, callus over a lot faster than cactus cuttings. And I've put a bit of the white powder at the bottom, so a little bit of rooting powder. It's not a necessity, but I put a bit of that powder on couple of days ago as well, because I'm thinking it might sort of just help it along when I do pot it up. Now, because they've calloused over really well and they've formed this big thick sort of white scab, as you can see there, it means now that they're pretty much ready to pot on. So do stay tuned for a video that I'll be putting on probably in the next few days. When I pot up these cuttings, I'll probably put the three of them in the same pot, and I'll show you how I pot them up and how I'm going to be treating them. So then guys, thank you so much for watching, and for lots more tips and tricks, don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell. Do give this video a like, and you can also follow me on Insta and Facebook at Desert Plants of Avalon. I want to wish you all an absolutely fantastic plant-powered day. Stay tuned for the follow-up potting up video.